So this is Ryan and he needs our help. For those who aren't familiar with Ryan, he's the richest kid on YouTube and at one point was richer than Mr. Beast. I know, that seems impossible, but it's true. At the age of 6 years old, Ryan's World had made $11 million by just reviewing and playing with toys. Yes, you heard that right. But get this, since creating his channel at only 3 years old, he's estimated to have made around $100 million.
NANI?!
That is absolutely insane. He has a staggering near 40 million subscribers and has made more money than some of your favorite A-list celebrities. So you might be asking yourself, what's the problem? He seems to be living his best life. Well, now at the age of 13, he's come under heavy criticism that he's never had to deal with before and has become a laughingstock on social media. When you realize the true dark side about his parents controlling and manipulating his entire life and forcing him for a full decade to continue making videos for kids, then you start to understand what the issue is. But it begs the question, how did we get here? Ryan started his YouTube channel in 2015 after supposedly asking his mother, how come I'm not on YouTube when all the other kids are? You can't see me, but I'm using air quotes because I don't know which 3-year-old kid cares about being on YouTube. This story was likely made up by his mother to make it look like being a YouTube star was all Ryan's idea, but I'm not buying it. He instantly became an overnight sensation, and in 2016, he was the most subscribed to YouTuber in the United States. All his videos were doing crazy numbers, including 2 videos on his channel that somehow managed to crack at least 1 billion views each. I thought only music videos reached these kind of numbers, but Ryan was different. In 2017, Ryan's parents signed a deal with Pocket.Watch, a startup children's media company, and together they would produce a TV series for preschoolers titled Ryan's Mystery Playdate. That show aired on Nickelodeon Jr. for 4 seasons, with a total of 90 episodes. Okay, so far everything sounds good, right? He's young, making money, and is super famous. Can anything go wrong? Well, yes. As I mentioned earlier, he's now 13 years old and he's still making content for preschoolers.
I'm at the Superhero Academy, and I'm training to be a superhero, the best one ever.
There is absolutely no way Ryan is still having fun doing these videos anymore. I'll give him credit though. On camera, he's putting up a good act. However, behind the scenes, he's desperately crying out for help. Many people are putting the blame on his parents for stumping his personal growth and not allowing him to explore life independently. Personally, I think his parents are using him as a cash cow because they're blinded by greed. All of Ryan's videos involve a family dynamic that seems endearing, but honestly, what teenager wants to spend this much time with his parents? And to make matters worse, Ryan doesn't actually own the channel. It's his parents. They own all of the revenue and the brand rights. So if you look at previous parents of childhood stars who did the same thing, then it's pretty safe to say Ryan is barely seeing any of the money that he's worked so hard for almost a decade. He's getting robbed in broad daylight. On a similar topic of robbing, Ryan's mom, Shion, has a criminal history of stealing clothes from a department store in 2002. She was of course fined and ordered to do community service, but she ultimately didn't, resulting in her spending a month in prison. His dad, on the other hand, doesn't have a criminal history, but he isn't exactly the most likable guy either. When looking at his social blade account, you can see that Ryan's World average views have been slowly decreasing for some time now. In 2022, he was receiving as high as 715 million views in a month, but now in 2024, he's receiving as low as 174 million views in a month. Yes, that is still a great number that any YouTuber would love to have. However, for Ryan and his family, it's a bit of a disappointment. The view counts on Ryan's more recent videos only back up the fact as they've only ranged between 100 and 500,000 views, with his last couple of videos struggling to break 100,000. It's obvious the reason for these low view counts is simply that Ryan is not the same kid he used to be. Back when he was younger, he showed more excitement and enthusiasm in his videos because it was genuine. Kids gravitate towards that energy. Unfortunately, still playing with toys and dressing up in costumes every day as a teenager is just cringe. I mean, why watch him when children can watch actual kid channels that feature kids?
999,998. 999,999. 1 million. Morning workout complete. I'm ready for superhero school.
That clip you just saw is from his video titled Ryan Goes to Superhero School Challenge. Funny enough, the comments are turned off just like they are on all his other videos, but over on TikTok, this clip has gone viral, amassing around 37 million views with the caption, "Let bro retire," and the comments on here did not hold back. Please let him quit. He's literally a billionaire. What more do they want? I just know middle school is going to be brutal for him. Bro is going to become the next JoJo Siwa. The last comment is actually scary to think about because JoJo Siwa was kind of in a similar position where she was forced to make content for little kids well into her teenage years. People felt like this was ruining her development psychologically as a young person. Once she was finally free and had more control over her career, well, we got this.
Tell me, man, the song's coming out this weekend. How you feeling? Are you ready?
I have already shit every brick possible that I got none left in me.
Yeah, when making this video, I came across some other YouTubers that successfully graduated from filming kids content as they got older. Creators like EvanTube and the Gem Sisters, who now make the type of videos they want to make despite the major decrease in views. And yet, they still look like they're having way more fun than Ryan is.
Welcome back. Today I am running my errands. I'm getting my nails did, and my boyfriend is coming with me.
This is exactly how kid YouTube stars should be adapting with their age. Unfortunately, things may only get worse for Ryan, because can you imagine the bullying he's going to have to deal with when he gets to high school? We all know teenagers can be pretty mean, and I hope Ryan develops thick skin to deal with everything. I mean, how is he supposed to escape this?
A consequence?
What's gonna happen?
Goodbye, Ryan. What is that?
That's why you cannot lie. Daddy, you're up.
What, I'm next? Oh, I'm nervous.
Go it.
Of course, it's not his fault, and I don't think his parents quite understand the damage they are doing to Ryan's future socially. Also, when looking at his recent videos, his parents seem to be using his face from when he was still a small child on most of the thumbnails. Why? Because they know kids don't want to see a preteen making videos for them. And yet, they're still milking Ryan to his last drop. Ironic, huh? Especially when you remember that Ryan has two little sisters that his parents could just make the face of the channel. As I mentioned earlier, Ryan's videos are not pulling the numbers he used to put up in his prime. Basically, he's in his flop era, and the smart thing to do is let Ryan finally stop and give the channel a breath of fresh air. Hence, his two kid sisters. It's not rocket science. I know his parents are used to the millions of dollars he was bringing in as a kid, and now are hoping if they continuously milk Ryan like a cow, then everything will be just as it was. Who's gonna tell them? Anyway, on August 22nd, 2024, John Yushai would upload a video titled, "Meet YouTube's richest 12-year-old, Ryan's World." This video was supposed to give us an inside look of who Ryan is outside of playing a character on his YouTube channel. Instead, the 53-minute video was mostly spent on Joshua interviewing Ryan's parents because they would not let Ryan speak.
Be a teenage billionaire. How much does Ryan get to keep of all this?
Oh, be careful, Ryan.
Man, from that short clip alone, you could feel the pressure Ryan was under. All of the questions directed towards him were safe and pretty easy to answer. However, you could feel a dark energy surrounding the room right before Ryan would open his mouth. It's almost as if Ryan knew it would be a long car ride home if he said the wrong thing. For example, look how nervous he is here when he's asked, "What YouTubers do you like to watch?"
I normally don't watch like singular creators. I just like to watch like a lot of different ones, usually about video games like Minecraft and Roblox.
Do you like Mr. Beast content? What do you think about Mr. Beast?
I think sometimes like it's really cool. I think his content is really good, and sometimes I like watch it. So yeah.
He was so hesitant to answer that question, and you can tell that he's had some media training. This interview received over 2.6 million views, and the comments didn't hold anything back. I can't wait for the real Ryan interview in 10 years, and not just his parents being interviewed with him present. I feel like in 20 years, we will see a Netflix doc about how his parents robbed him blind, pushed him for more and more content, and he becomes an addict and loses everything. I interviewed Ryan. No. I interviewed Ryan's parents. Yes. It's only a matter of time before Ryan's parents understand the damage they are doing to their son in the public eye, and sooner rather than later, they're going to have to stop milking their cash cow. Ryan is only getting older, and at some point they won't be able to control his life anymore. At first, Ryan's world was wholesome and everybody was rooting for them, but now it's just weird. Let him figure out who he is outside of his channel and discover what he actually wants to do. If he's still interested in content creation, he should follow the blueprint of the other former YouTube child stars we talked about, because they seem to have figured it out. Ryan, if you're somehow watching this video, do what makes you happy. Anyways, I'm gonna end the video here, but please let me know in the comments what you all think about this situation. Until next time, see ya.